Well, the day has come. A lot of interest in the old basement digging process. I originally made the video thinking, well, Grandma and Grandpa aren't going to be able to get down there. You know, how many people am I really going to take down into the basement? So I figured I'd make a video. Hey, what are you doing? Here, watch this. But yeah, we're pushing like 38,000 views. So my first question is, what are you doing? What are you searching for? What are you looking for? And how do you end up on that video? I just don't get it. So yeah, comment and let me know what you're looking for, how you got there, and what brought you to the old basement digging video. I'm gonna start outside. It's February 2nd, I believe. 32 degrees. Yesterday was 55. Snowmobiling is a bust this year. Stick with me. I'm gonna get to the basement, but I was gonna come in pretty hot here because it's been quite a while, and I feel a little guilty for not getting after it some more. But you know, it's what life is. And I figured I'd at least catch everybody up on why I haven't been digging as much as I have. But then I watched my video again, and you know what? I've got quite a bit done. Still not as much as it should be, but you know, it is what it is. So the Scamper Camper rebuild, might have seen that on the pages. It's winter, it's a mess here. Was going to be a full video on how I got that old soup sandwich camper from that to this. Somehow must have accidentally formatted a disc and lost like 50-60 hours worth of raw footage, at least 5 videos. Pretty salty about it. If somehow you got to this and you want to learn how to do some Scamper Camper and rebuilding, let me know and I'll send you a direct message. Also, this truck was in the video. That dump trailer that I had in the last video, that actual trailer load full, ended up bending the frame. I took it down there to dump it and ended up, there's too much weight on it. I wasn't watching what it was going. I was trying to watch the trailer, and I looked, and the hitch in the back was about 3 inches off the ground. You can see it's not a short truck. That hitch is normally 1.5 feet off the ground. So found an O2 extended cab short bed truck, 3/4 ton. Stripped the body off of that, stripped the body off of this, shortened that frame, body swapped it. I have a 1940 Dodge military truck that I did a body swap on with a 95 that had a P-pump Cummins in it, 5-speed. That truck was 12 valve 5-speed also, but did quite a bit of rebuilding transmission to get that to work with the Cummins. That's the whole thing. Anyway, so I took the P-pump out of the Army truck, put it in that frame, put the cab off of the black truck back onto that frame. So that was like way more projects than I thought it was going to be. That took up most of my summer this year. And then you come down here and look at the back side of the house. It's a complete mess, but this is all the dirt that I have moved from the basement. I was trying to drag that around with the 4-wheeler to smooth it off so I could move it around some more. That junk's just laying there. It is what it is. Get over it. You don't have to look at it. And I don't have neighbors, so I don't care. But yeah, so I had this dug out. I was gonna make this a solar kiln for the sawmill. That's some wood. You can see how far I've gotten on the solar kiln. Anyway, I had this dug out. It was pretty well flat here, so I mean, that's a lot of dirt, a lot of rocks. Every single one of these rocks I've picked up. I'm on my 4th pair of these gloves, 2 pair of Kevlar spandex style gloves. So I've been backing the 4-wheeler down through here, backing up, dumping over the ledge. Got the plow on the 4-wheeler, so I was able to push some rocks and dirt around. And all that's wood that's cut and split, and you know, life gets busy. 2 kids, 6 and 3. You know, we've been hanging out and doing some other stuff other than just me hiding in the basement, and they don't take naps anymore, so I can't sneak off for that little bit. All right, back up in the by the house here. The old trusty conveyor is still going. This is what we got for a dump trailer setup now. Old fuel barrel. Also made this. I made it pretty short, trying to save some tongue weight on the old Sportsman 570, but it was too short. Couldn't use my fancy boat winch here. Yeah, just a fuel barrel, a cut up. You can fit quite a bit in there. Flip gate on the back, so we'll just flip that up for air circulation. Got an old, not old, but squirrel cage fan blowing into that. Cut through my plywood wall there. I don't know if you can see it, but we do got a little tickle of the insulation here. Of course, now it quit. Oh, there it goes. See, positive air pressure pushing dust and dirt out. I guess Rocket is not here right now. He's over at the in-laws along with my daughter, but update on him. Father's Day, kid was playing fetch with him, threw the ball and jumped around, landed wrong and broke his front leg, and it was going to be like 10 grand, and they didn't even think that they could fix it with how bad it was. So we ended up amputating. So he's a 3-legged dog now. But let's get into what everybody's been after. You can already see that, yeah, made some progress. Like I said, I had to watch the first video and I was gonna come in a little hot, you know, wow, you know, how big a hole have you dug? You know, what have you been doing? Blah, blah, blah. But, oh, looking at it again, I don't feel that bad about it. I mean, that was that was, you know, up to there. This was all, you know, full of dirt and stuff. Yeah, so it has not gotten any easier. You can see here we've been chopping and digging. I'm gonna pause. I got a light upstairs. And the list of things that sound better to do than come down here and dig, because before, when I had a tunnel and I'm digging in through here and I'm making progress to over here, you know, it felt like you were really getting stuff done. But now we're in this general area, and as you go 7 foot deep, you only have to go about 4 inches deep in order to fill that wagon outside. And then it's a thing, and you know, and then it's 2 hours and 4 hours horsing around, and I don't know. So that's the update. That's where I'm at. I guess I just don't know what we're looking for. I don't know what tell me what you want to see. Like, was it the slow-mo? Not slow-mo, the time-lapse of digging out dirt? Was it watching dirt go up the conveyor? Was it watching some poor sucker sit in his basement with a shovel doing dumb stuff? I just don't know. I guess we've had some, yeah, so like I said, I got my cold air there. This is kind of slick. See if I can get it. No, there, you can see what I'm doing now. One-handed, come on. No, losing them both. This is riveting. Stick with me here. Positive, negative. There we go. Yep. And Yep, there we go. So we got backup camera tied out there. Really super nice screen. I mean, the light's not helping here. Yeah. Kind of gives you an idea of when it's full. It's been 4 months since I've turned the conveyor on, as you can see. But the underpinning, that's a good one here. So when I was talking about that and looking at it from way back there, come on screen, here we go. You can see that this is one beam, whatever that is, 6x6, 6x7, and then this goes into 2x, and they're not connected. They're just kind of hanging out. We got squash blocks that sound like they're rather tight in there. And then we got one piece of concrete that I've tried whacking on with a pick to break it out to see if I can, you know, topple the whole house down. But we'll get that on camera for the insurance company, or not for the insurance company, I guess, when I tell them I don't know what happened. It's just happened. But I'm gonna lift it up a little bit. I'm gonna try and readjust the bottom side. Probably get some of that on camera, and we'll do some digging, and you can, I don't know, you can watch, I guess. But yeah, all sorts of stuff. Got some huge limestone boulders out of here so I can at least walk in there better. Yeah, like I said, it's a very strange video to take off, but I'll get this set down and get set up. I'm gonna start with the underpinning. Probably gonna do a couple cuts and all right. I don't think it's loose in there, but we got some air gappage. So now my buddy from the Washington State OSHA, or whoever he said he was, doesn't have to worry about my sweet overhang anymore. But yeah, I'm not gonna go under that. But I'm telling you, this dirt, it's where it is. Kind of had to screw up my runway for the wheelbarrow here. And also, after watching the first, man, that's bright. After watching the first video, it should have been sponsored by KB Enterprises, and then Bang also. It seemed like there was both of those in every shot. And I did mention about getting skinned down and getting jacked. Muscles really haven't shown up yet. I guess Muscle Shirt showed up, muscles tomorrow. But in that video, I was 260-ish pounds. Was down to 192 this summer, and then quit digging. And cheeseburgers are good, and we're in Wisconsin, so let's eat some cheese. But back up to 210. So another reason we're gonna get back into digging here. Well, as my great-great-grandpa used to say, if you ever want anything to go to shit, just turn a camera on. First chunk of whatever we're calling that wall sent up, stood up upright, wedged itself in there, stopped the motor, jerked the chain, and popped one tooth off of the gear. So went and tightened that side up. And then this side down here was rubbing so hard. Got that straightened out. Flat tire on the old wheelbarrow. Suppose I could find my little bicycle pump. Nope. Take the tire off, take it up in the garage. So, whoever invented this thing, I'd like to say thank you, but screwed up one thing. Should have made it more permanent. It's supposed to just swivel on there and lock in. It's also not meant to dig stuff like this, but yeah, saves the old back quite a bit. So there's that. Anyway, got the wheelbarrow filled up here. Why are you using a wheelbarrow, you ask? Why put it in there and not just put it in here? One, this is higher than that. Two, when you're, where's the shovel? When you got your shovel full and you're in a hurry and you spill a rock about like this, will land in here and goes around, and every time it catches itself right in here where I got my little chute made, it stops the belt and it makes me mad. So instead, fill up the wheelbarrow, never skip leg day, back up, arm press that up into here, slow roll it out, and I suppose we'll do that right now. Roll that beautiful bean footage, I guess you'd say. Multiple questions. Why are there mosquitoes in my basement? Is one. There's a lot. Middle of winter. Two, I have saved these rocks because they're like a rock, but they're not. Because, unless I'm just, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, what is this? It's kind of sparkly. Can we get any sparkles? But what is this? Because you can find it along with this one. This one's a little harder than the others, but they're somewhere like right in this layer. No, that's just like dirt, something, dust settled in. But they're, see, right here's one. So any of you rock hounds out there, let me know what that is, and if I just crunched up $5 million or something. And then questions that people have asked me. What about your HOA? No, there is not one. If there was, I would probably just keep digging anyway. That's super crooked. But let's see, we had the HOA, we had the groundwater. As fast as you can pour water out. I've had a 3-inch rain an hour screaming down the conveyor right underneath there. It doesn't make a spot any bigger than that wet. It's straight sand, as you can see. No worries about that. Got the conveyor at a scrap yard. Pulled in, it was sitting there and cut in half. Had to do some work and buy it from the scrapyard, get that straightened out. Structural engineer. Okay, yeah, probably should, but I'm not one, so. Yeah, so looking at a couple of the comments here, big one was getting a slush box, basically making a pan that you'd set back there and then just drag it all right to you. that'd be awesome, but I don't know how you would anchor it to the other side, and winches and cables and pulleys. And yes, it would be a lot easier. I would love to do it, but it's just not going to work. Also, the one guy talked about taking all the dirt off and then going into the gravel. Yeah, that would be pretty slick as well, but I think it'd be rather hard to get in and get that done, because you'd just be working with such small space. And then you get over here into Lime Rock. I mean, I got a lot to do, but I guess my battery's about dead down here. Oh good, didn't even get that one on camera. The electric power cord tripped me and I headbutted this real nice chunk of concrete there. Anyway, and flip. Okay, safety squints were in full effect on that one, but we got it out and the house is not falling yet. So now I can dig more under here, and then you do this. It's like VR right now. Oh, that one's heavy. Am I bleeding? If not, oh well. Alright, put this back on. A couple more. A couple more handfuls of rocks, and we'll go dump the trailer. Alright, let's see how we did. Oh, that's a pretty good guess. Perfect. Hey, a marble. I just paid for my new house. Some of them are worth a lot of money. A little more sand to the tail end. So the way I have this set up is I've got a pivot point that's 1.5 inches rear of center. So that means this is like almost nearly perfectly balanced over the axle. Pin with a thing, crank. Yeah, so I'll shut my fan off and we'll go dump it. It gets a little hairy. four-wheelers in park. As you can see, we have a large drop. We'll drop my fancy latch system here. There goes the first half of it. Quarter of it, I guess you should say. Flip the lid up and over. And these damn things. Well, I don't know how you boat people deal with this stuff. Pull the pin out. And then that way. No, this way. There we go. I suppose you don't really care to see me crank a winch cable. Oh, there we go. I'll go up and unhook that, come back, push this around with the plow a little bit before it freezes up, if it ever freezes in the great warm state of Wisconsin, I guess you call it now. So yeah, that's where we're at with it. Still don't get why anybody watched this, but let me know what you're after. We'll get another one going.